Hello, everyone. It is time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, Rollcase TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of, what do I have a lot of? I have a lot of specials. I don't know. Let's go to the career. Semi-pro, yes. Never remember. Yes, I've got a lot of special. It's a special day today. We're doing specials. Woohoo! Start of a new stream. And whenever I start a new stream, that means I don't remember what I was doing the week prior. Okay, specials. I did all of these, but now the problem is, the issue that I remember is, this is the, I did the fully upgraded, okay. Is this the same vehicle? Or is this a new vehicle? This is a new vehicle, classic oval stocks, okay. Oh, so I got that done. Classic oval stocks event 1, round 2. Circuit race, 2 rounds, and I bet I can't upgrade this. It looks nice. The car that's there looks nice. So I will have to again run a race to get it upgraded to level 1 for the next event. Run a private race. Jupiter Classic Stock. Okay, and I will. Jupiter Classic Stock. Okay. I will once again go look because the interface is kind of screwy. The career mode was not. They put all their money into story mode, and story mode is so bad that you have to like come back here and do all kinds of things. Okay, specials. Where are specials? You can't just go through Jupiter Classic Stock. Yes, I have to complete it to be able to upgrade it. I think. Oh, my voice is getting all wiggly. Hold on, let me plug the controller in. Sometimes that helps. It'll be quiet for a minute, and then it'll come back louder. Sometimes I like to play the racing games without the cord plugged in because my hands go all crazy. But yeah, then it starts getting all wiggly, scratchy. I don't know why. The batteries are freshly recharged. I think it's a Twitch app thing. Twitch app is so bad. Okay, well. I do not own this yet, so I don't think I'm going to get any credit for mileage on here. It says I've driven 0 miles, but I don't think I can upgrade it all. And I can't change the livery either, I don't believe. Yeah, no, I don't have the option to change the livery. Okay. Which is kind of what I thought, but I thought in the past I had been able to change the livery before I actually gained control, but I couldn't. I think only in the rookie mode was I able to do that. Okay, let's do it. I can't change anything. It's my livery. I have to do 2 races like this. But then I'll have to look and see. Will I need more mileage in a custom event in order to do the level 1 upgrades that I will need for the next event? This event usually don't need upgrades, but as you progress through the number of events, the competition gets harder and harder. let me check my options. Make sure I didn't do anything weird like change the difficulty mode. Yeah, it's still on hard. Now, it may be that hard is too difficult. Some events are so easy and some events are so difficult. I have to lower the difficulty on some events. I have a law of threes. If it's the third race, my third attempt at something, and I haven't beaten it yet, then I will lower the difficulty level all the way down, just to make sure I can get through it without having to do the same race 4 times, which doesn't make for a cool stream. Oh, there's my teammate. Does it even show you whether it's front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive? I don't even know if it shows you that. Or all-wheel drive, or rear-wheel drive, or front-wheel drive, I suppose. Touring cars could be front-wheel drive. And also, when I'm first starting a fresh stream, as this is, of course, I'm not warmed up. This is a 2-race event, so I don't have to win the first, win this event, this race. It's really boxed me up. Oh, I have chances to pass. They weren't so cluttered, too wide. I don't know where the straightaways are, and I don't know anything about these courses. Third lap, what? I can never hear the engineer. I thought the racing stewards were going to get me on that one. They didn't. Whoa! Okay, that was lucky. I avoided that. Okay, final lap. I think I only have to finish 4th overall in the event. To meet the event objectives. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to like get gold every race, but meet the objectives. And if I win the first event, I've got a great chance of doing that, even if but I have a second shot, but it's going to be from behind, so we'll see. I'll be second to last. I will be in the penultimate position. Yes. We'll see how well I can fight through the pack now. I'm a little warmed up now, right? Had my one race. Into the final. Into the breach. This is a cool livery, but I like my livery better because it's green. I like green. Okay. Yes, I'm being very aggressive. I do have damage turned on, but I'm risking getting a nemesis. If you haven't ever played Grid, any of the past Grid titles, it's known for this nemesis system. Yep, see, I got a nemesis. Where if you make contact with somebody, you've got a chance of gaining a nemesis, which means somebody will be, from that point forward, trying to aggressively go after you. And they also seem to get a speed boost to help them along. So once you get a nemesis, it's pretty hard to shake them. And the game in general is very aggressive. Somebody pushed me. Was that my nemesis? Might have been. Or my rival in purple. I couldn't tell which one. You have a teammate, a rival, and then 0 or more nemesis, say, Psy. Oh, I got no choice there. Hate that. I refuse to turn on flashbacks. The game comes with a flashback system, which would make things a lot easier. I don't want to turn it on, not just because I'm stubborn. I mean, I guess that's part of it. I don't like flashbacks. I think it makes the game too arcadey. But also, then I have to dedicate a button for it. Playing on a controller, and I don't have a button for it because I have all my buttons aligned for things that I want to do. So there's a lot of things I don't have buttons for. I don't have buttons for the lights. Supposedly, if you flash the lights and you're lapping someone, they'll get out of your way. That's a rumor. I don't know if that's true. Oh, that was bad. I hate restarting races as much as I hate flashbacks, though, so I don't know. Oh, that was partly me.
Trading out there.
If I have to restart again, I will be very angry. Okay. Whatever, I'm not going to restart this. I'm probably going to have to redo this race anyway. So, but I don't think I get possession of the vehicle until I do the event. So I'll probably have to redo the event. If I don't make my objective, I'll have to redo the event, right? Which is why I'm restarting to make that faster. But if I don't make the objective and I complete the event, then I'll get ownership of the vehicle, and I'll be able to put some miles on so I can get level 1 upgrades to do the event over again. If I want the level 1 upgrades. Or at least, when I redo it, I'll have ownership of the vehicle so that I'll be making miles towards the level 1 upgrade, which I'll need for the second event for sure. They are very, very aggressive in this game. And part of the flashback system is, I think, just to make the programming easier, to be quite honest. Then they don't have to have any kind of sophisticated awareness of any of the vehicles around them. they can just try to drive on the line as much as possible, and if somebody's there, just run them over, that's fine. And to make up for that kind of ridiculous aggression, they give you a flashback system to make it, you know, somewhat fair. We treat you unfairly on the road, so we'll give you flashbacks in order to make up for that. But you know, so I'm considering maybe trying to putting the flashbacks on, and they're just so easily abused. What I don't like. Of course, restarting level can also be easily abused. Like, if it's late in the thing and you don't quite make the pass to get to first place or something, because, you know, the person cuts you off, you can't quite make the pass, well, you might as well just, you know, it doesn't cost restarting the whole race. You just turn on a flashback and then you do better. That one critical decision that you missed, well, that's all fine. You just do a flashback. So, whereas restarting the race, you know, it penalizes you in terms of, is it really worth the effort to restart the race just because I didn't make this one pass? Probably not. But I don't know. Perhaps I'm not playing the game the way it was meant to be played, which is true anyway, because I think the way the game was meant to be played was to I think the way the game was meant to be played was to play the story mode and not the career mode, to be quite honest. You at least play through the story mode first, and then play through the career mode afterwards. The career mode did have thought put into it. I won't say it didn't. It's got bugs though. Like one of the things, pieces of color in the career mode is that it has these sponsors, and you get in these special sponsor events if you can meet the sponsor objectives. Problem is that some of the sponsor objectives are broken, so you can't possibly do it. So much for that aspect of the career color. I only had to finish 5th or higher. I probably didn't need to do that restart of the second race, because having already gotten 2nd place. Oh well. Another thing I like about the career mode is you can set it. I wouldn't do this for Twitch content, but you can set it to longer races, up to 5 times longer races, which can help defer getting unfairly treated in the game, because, well, it's a long race, you got enough time to catch up and get back. But vehicle unlocked, all right. But the problem is that's inconsistent too, where you can, circuit races, you can say, oh, okay, I want them to be 5 times longer than normal. But then if you have elimination races, no, they don't. It's not like they make the countdown timer go any slower. Or if you have a point-to-point race, it's still a point-to-point race, or any other, you know, it only affects circuit races. Because they have other disciplines than that. So that it's inconsistent. So some races go in 5 minutes, and some races go in an hour and a half. And I wouldn't do a video of an hour and a half, one single race. So I had considered it, because I like the longer races, in part for the reasons mentioned, because you got more time to keep up. Okay, I actually did this. Now, how many are there of this? Ferrari Cup, Oval. Okay, so I do need level 1 upgrades to get this. Because this is going to be level 2 upgrades. Maybe even level 3 upgrades. You can't even unlock it until your vehicle is upgradable to stage 2. This, you don't have to have the level 1 upgrades, but it is advisable that you have the level 1 upgrades to be able to do that, right? So, if I go back to the garage, I'm assuming I'm still going to be in the same vehicle. Yes, okay. But now, if I go to... I can go to options, and I can change my livery, which I will do. Which one is it? It's this one, right? Yes. Customize it. And change these to colors. I think that's the color? Or is that the color? That's gotta be the color. I don't remember which color it is. Because the other color just looks too yellow. It kind of matches my banner. Yeah, that matches my banner better. I don't know. I have to go back and look at various ones that I've done. And apply it. Okay. So I've got my livery. I can recognize it's my car because it's a recognizable livery, which could be important if I'm in the garage and I'm trying to see which one I need to upgrade. Big boy, it's been a long time. You had a nice long break from Twitch. I bet you did. How are you doing? But now I don't have the mileage to upgrade. I need 7 miles because they didn't have the ownership yet. They didn't give me access yet. I don't have the 7 miles. And the next game I'm going to need a stage 2 upgrade. And in fact, they have stage 3 upgrades. Yikes. Okay, so I need this one. The fully upgraded final is coming in like 2 things, so I need at least level 1 upgrades here, maybe even level 2 upgrades. So that's 25 miles driven to be able to get this level of upgrades. So 25 miles, custom event. Can't get what you need in career mode only. You got to go over and do race creator. What is this? What class? Ugh. This is a bit annoyed you can't play video games for at least 3 weeks. Okay. Are you willing to volunteer why that is? Because your system is down or internet's down or something, or broke your wrist. Oh no. Ow. How'd you do that, if you don't mind my asking? Okay, it's classic oval stocks. Weightlifting accident. Ooh. That doesn't sound good. What do some modifiers do? Oh. No boost. That's the only vehicle available. Okay, so that's good. And how many miles did I say I needed? 25? Oh, jeez. And 1 lap is 2, so I need 10 laps. Oh, this is going to be so boring. Do it now, because I'm going to have to... Yeah, and I can't do the upgrades, so... Yep. It was so much fun. I bet. And you're out for 3 weeks? I take it you're out from weightlifting for even longer. Now, in the past, I would actually try to make this an exciting, interesting race. You know, go through some nice scenery or whatever, but that just makes it take longer. Highway Buster told me, shout out to him, you know, why don't you just play the Indianapolis Oval? It's like 2 miles, 2.5 miles. You can set it to exactly how many laps you want, and you don't have to sit there and guess how many laps for a longer course. So I said, okay, it's boring, but because it's a part of the game that is kind of jacked anyway, forcing you to do this and not being able to stay in career mode in order to play the career mode, to progress through the career mode, because they don't give you enough mileage to do the upgrades you need to even qualify for like the last race. Well, try to get it over with as soon as possible, but you go back to what you wanted to play in the first place, which is a career mode. And you notice I was forced to use this vehicle. I didn't have access to any other vehicle. Even if I bought a different vehicle in this class, it would not let me do it. It's the only vehicle that they would let me race with. So I have to upgrade this vehicle. Let me check. You're still lifting with the functional muscles? Okay. Sorry, folks. I wanted to check the chat. Usually when I'm in a race, I can't check the chat. It's down at my side, so I have to pause. In other games, you know, I can look. If I'm playing Civilization 6 or SnowRunner, I can just look down at the chat. I'm not likely to virtually kill myself on the road if I look away, but in a racing game, I kind of have to keep my eyes on the screen, not down at the tablet on my side where my chat is. I only have one monitor. I'm playing on an Xbox anyway, so I don't know how that would work. Trying to set up a second monitor for chat, I don't think I could even do that. I'd have to I could do that only if I got a computer involved, and I don't have a gaming computer. I just have like a 10-year-old, 15-year-old laptop or something. 10-year-old, I think. But I got a couple of tablets. They're each in split screen mode, and that's how I keep track of everything I need to keep track of. Oh, and my phone, which has my timer on it. Not, you know, not a big time streamer setup. Not a big time streamer, so that's fine. Well, welcome back, Pink Boy. Tomorrow, I will be streaming SnowRunner tomorrow at the usual time. Streaming Grid Legends or Dirt Rally 2 on Saturdays, starting at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and then on Sundays, Sundays is SnowRunner. And as of the time I'm recording this, just the second episode of SnowRunner's Tamir has dropped on YouTube. I'm ahead of that in streaming time. And then stream Civilization 6, twitch.tv/RollcageUnderbarTV. For those of you watching on YouTube, there's a link in the description. If you want to catch the show live and be involved in the chat. I mean, you don't have to be involved in the chat. You can just watch. Or you can watch the VOD. All the VODs there. Also, everything that goes up on YouTube is made into highlights. And those highlights are available on Twitch. They don't go away like the VODs do. Although the highlights are not organized at all on Twitch. So I use YouTube for that. So if you miss something on Twitch that you wanted to see, you can watch the VOD or you can go watch the highlights. But if you want them that are organized, go to youtube.com/@RollcageTV. There you go. As long as I'm sitting here doing a boring, thoughtless oval, might as well, do some promo. I was thinking about adding, I haven't, but I was thinking about adding I probably won't. For those of you on YouTube, you don't see these, but I have an automated bot that comes on Twitch that tells people, it's a PG channel with a YouTube archive, so, don't say anything too untoward in chat, that kind of thing. But I was thinking about having a bot that comes up that says something like, spend Jeff's money. You can subscribe on Twitch for free with Twitch/Amazon Prime. So, but that's too much self-promotion. That's asking people blatantly to give me money, which I don't like to do. Because I'm not in this for the money. I wouldn't mind meeting my expenses. I do have some expenses every month, but I don't usually make enough to meet those expenses. But so if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to throw some bits. There's also a tipped line that comes up the bot. I think you can type excellent tip in Twitch chat as well if you want to get a direct link, but bits are fine. Subscribing Amazon Prime is fine. Free, doesn't cost you any money. Although you only get one of those a month, so if you want to support more than one channel, you have to use some of your own money for it. But I am not monetized on Twitch in order to pay my expenses even. The expenses aren't that high. I'm not monetized on Twitch in order to make money. I'm monetized on Twitch just because on Twitch you have to be monetized in order to get access to certain features like broadcasting at multiple resolutions. So I stream, the source stream is 1080p, but if you're on a phone and it's late in the month, you probably are aware that you cannot watch a stream at 1080p because your phone service will start slowing down your line by the end of the month after you go over your data limit. Because yes, even unlimited data has a limit. It's an effective limit because they slow you down. So if you want to watch the stream in a lower resolution, it requires a device called a transcoder, and I don't get access to that unless I'm monetized. But I have all ads that I can turn off turned off. If anyone ever sees an ad in the middle of a stream, please let me know. Whisper me on Twitch. I should have all mid-roll ads turned off. Sometimes Twitch will change some things around, and one time, many months back now, they changed around how they gave you more flexibility for setting up your ads. But what that meant is they erased all the old settings and they replaced it with a default setting of basically maximum ads, and you had to go back in and turn it off. So I went back in and turned it off. But for a week or so, suddenly my streams were inundated with ads, which really annoyed me. So I should have all mid-roll ads turned off. You are forced to watch an ad the first time you join my channel. I cannot avoid that. There might be banner ads too. I don't know. I think I have those turned off, but those are easy enough to ignore. They don't interfere with the screen or the action. You've got errands to in IRL, so you'll see me later. Okay, thanks again for stopping by, Pink Boy. Give me an update on your situation. I was a little wondering. I just figured you were off doing life, but yeah, I'm glad you stopped by. I appreciate it. Checking in. Good luck with your healing. Feel free to stop by, anytime. Get your video game fixed by watching someone who's much worse than you are. And laughing. All right, I got my miles in. Oh boy, I even got an achievement. Won a race at Indianapolis in the Jupiter Classic. Oh boy, I get an achievement for winning a race with this thing. Sure. I do make money, which is good. I do make racecraft, which is immaterial at this point. I'm over level 100. I don't need it for one. But the important thing is that I have enough to be able to play the next race with half of my upgrades that I will need. Okay, now if we go back into career mode and remember where I was, because the game is not smart enough to remember where you were. It assumes you just want to start over again, apparently. Okay, so I have Oval Final and then the fully upgraded Oval stocks. Okay, so you saw without upgrades this was difficult enough. So basically I need half the upgrades for this and then all the upgrades for this. So I will select this race. Then I have the livery, so let's just clean it and spray it. Then I can do the upgrades, and now I should have enough money and enough thing to at least get half the upgrades. So I will do that. And then I'll save the second stage 2 and stage 3. I may actually have to, if I don't get 10 miles out of this race, I'll have to go back again. But I think I should get 10 miles. This is a 2-race event. So we'll see. I'll be really annoyed if I have to go back to Indianapolis again. And these upgrades are just for, earn more currency while using this vehicle. It's not. Well, I have the money, I might as well do these. Usually they're just flashbacks, and so it's worthless. These extras are usually just flashbacks, or then you have to go through 2 flashbacks maybe to get to a Ragecraft upgrade, which I don't need. That's XP points upgrades. And then maybe you get purchase upgrade or a currency upgrade, but I have 2 more races to go, so this will probably give me more money than I spent on the upgrades, but we'll see. Maybe if I ever use the vehicle again, if I have to use it again on Indianapolis to get to the next level, then I will get extra money from it. So hopefully I will at least break even, if not make a profit. I'm doing those upgrades. Since I didn't have to spend money on worthless upgrades to get there. Oh, and look at where I am. I am going to be doing Indianapolis Oval. Okay. Oh, boy. Well, I don't see how many miles it is, but if it's 5 miles, or 5 laps and another 5 laps, then I know I'll get the... Well, I got 10 miles in, so if it's at least 5 laps total, I'll get my 10 miles in. 6 laps, okay. So I will get in this race enough miles in for the full upgrades. Now it may be that these vehicles have all of their level 2 upgrades, so I might be at a disadvantage. Or it may be that they only have level 1 upgrades, I don't know. I tried to split the difference. I know they'll be at least level 1 upgraded, because they upgrade the vehicles every race, but I don't know how far they upgraded. And yes, you with the oval, it's a little bit easier. You gotta watch out because they will flip each other over, but you don't have to drive perfectly on the driving line. And I think somebody's happening there. You have a lot of options to pass cleanly, so it's a lot easier. See, look at that guy. Oh, somebody bumped me. Fortunately, I recovered. It's safer to not be on the racing line, let me tell you. Yeah, their upgrades are higher than mine. They got all level 2 upgrades. Look at this, I'm not catching them on the straightaway. I can probably still... I don't know where I have to finish. I might have to finish first. If I have to finish first in the event, I might be in trouble. Just because they do stuff like that, I can pick some people off, but, yeah. Getting first place without them messing up continually would be a challenge. But, they will mess up continuously. Little bump, not bad. A little nervous being on the line, but I don't want to be in dirty air. Slowing down because somebody will cut me. In 6 laps, unless somebody flips me, I should have ability to pass these guys. Yeah. See, down the perfect straightaway, they may be a little faster than me, but I'm going to come out of the corners faster just because the AI is not that smart. And now that I don't have to worry about the traffic, I should have this. The first race, I'll be starting near the back then on the second race, so that could be a little bit of a challenge, getting past them all again. I didn't look to see what the objective was. It might tell me on the pause menu. Oh, only have to finish in the top 3, okay. So I'll be fine. If I win this and I finish out of the points, I'm almost certainly, in the second race, I'm almost certainly going to finish in the top 3. Because they're not very good about, they kind of randomly distribute the cars around. They don't have, most racing games I found, you know, they have, each car has a different personality. Each driver has a different personality, I should say, and you know, you'll have your competitive drivers that are going to finish near the top, and then you're going to have your drivers that are less competitive that finish in the middle of the pack, and then your not so great drivers that finish at the end. And So you can expect the same collection of drivers to fight for first place, which is, you know, how real life races work. So if you don't get a couple of firsts, say in a 3-race event, you're not guaranteed to win the event. You know, if you get, say a 3-race event, you might get 1 first, but then the same person is going to get 2 firsts in the other 2 races because they're one of the preferred drivers, and so you won't be able to make up that difference, and they're not going to finish worse than 3rd or 4th in the first of the race, in the race that you won. But if any of you have played racing games, you know how that works. But that's not how it seems to be in this game. In this game, they just like pick somebody at random through the entire field. They pick someone at random to win the race. Maybe it's because it's so chaotic. I don't know. And since they reverse the order of your race standings, whoever won the first race is going to start the second race in the back. And then if it's a 3rd event, whoever's ahead in the event will face in the back. But that applies not just to you, that applies to them as well. So for instance, Maria Torres is my like my challenger, right? She came in 2nd. She's got most points of anyone. If anybody's going to catch me, it's going to be Maria Torres or maybe Kevin Nell, right? Ethan Cole. Just remember, Maria and Kevin. Let's see where Maria and Kevin finish the 2nd race. And they will not be near the top. So they will not be challenging me for the overall race. I don't know if I'm going to be at the same place. Sometimes the same place with different weather. Sometimes a completely different place. Crescent Valley. Is it a different oval? Do they have a different oval at Crescent Valley? Oval Circuit, USA. The first one was in Indianapolis, right? I didn't realize there was a second oval. 2.52 miles. That's the same as... That's the same at... They didn't just rename Indianapolis to Crescent Valley, did they? Have I only thought it was Indianapolis all this time? No, Indianapolis is... Huh, interesting. I have to look that up. Oh no, this is basically Daytona. Okay, so it's not it's a tri-oval. Crescent Valley, I don't think it's a real location. Night and rain, so this will be a little bit harder. I still don't know what, they don't tell you the information as far as whether it's front wheel drive or, you know, what the transmission, front wheel drive or rear wheel drive, and it does make a difference, you can tell. I don't know how much handling is, how sophisticated the game is as far as making different vehicles handle differently. But I think, you know, I think the vehicles from the same class all have the same transmission, but this is a little nerve-wracking. You know, all I have to do is finish doing the middle of the pack. I don't have to finish like in 3rd anyway. I don't have to win it overall. Tri-oval. I don't know how tight the turns are. with a trial, even though the turns are, if you look geometrically, it looks like the turns would be sharper. Two of the turns would be, or the turns would not be sharper, would be wider. You know, it's a greater angle. But two of the turns are actually, an oval is more like 4 turns than 3 turns. So the turns are actually not that sharp in an oval. They're very, very wide turns, so whereas the turns are not as wide and long. Try oval. As far as I know, I don't know this layout exactly. This is fun. This is fun and challenging now. I do really like the game. I spend quite a bit of time. Whoa, that turn came up on me a little bit unexpectedly. I spend quite a bit of time, you know, complaining about some of the little things. But the game is very fun. Some of the little things about how the game is put together. But the game is a lot of fun. It's not, you know, a set of course of realism by any stretch of the imagination, but it is very fun to drive. I'm not, what am I going to say? I'm not recommending the game. I'm not recommending the game to everyone, because there's a lot of people that aren't going to want to play this type of game, but if you're into a, you know, I don't regret buying the game. If you're into sim-cade type of racing, then I would recommend the game. Maybe it wouldn't be my first choice, but I would recommend playing the game. It's a lot of fun. But be aware that it does have issues that have a tendency to drive me crazy, but I'm a grouchy old man, so what drives me crazy is probably not going to drive most people crazy. And I was able to fight my way to the front. It's actually much easier this time than it was last time. I was afraid that with the rain and the night, visibility would be bad for me, but not necessarily so bad for them. They would just kind of crash their way through, and there'd be all kinds of cars spinning out in front of me. But actually, no. I want to see if there's a way, if I go into the tuning menu, is there a way I could figure out? I don't think there is. The tuning is not realistic at all. You go into the tuning, I don't know about it. There's like 4 sliders you can set. And none of them are like aerodynamics or things that I would want to set, potentially. I don't know if they even have brake bias or anything like that. You can't change the tires or anything like that. Tire type or anything. My teammate has crashed, imagine that. I could spend money to upgrade his ability to drive, but then he would be competing with me, and I don't want that. I might get a little bit more money depending on how the team does. Maybe the team would do a little bit better if I improved his driving skill a little bit, but then I've got one more person that might beat me, and I don't want him to beat me. I have turned on the ability to tell him to hold back. Yay! First place! As it should be. Alright. Let's collect my monies. Collect my mileage. Let's make sure I get all the mileage for the next upgrade. Driver level I don't care about. Oh, I didn't see the miles. Oh well. I'm sure I only needed 10 miles. So I'm sure I got it with 2 races. That means it's time for me to take a break. If you are watching on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. If you are watching on YouTube, then, oh, nice, something unlocked. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekend evening at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Saturday and Sunday, at youtube.tv/rollcage TV, right? No underbar on YouTube. I hate that underbar on Twitch. I can't get rid of it, though. Some guy has it that hasn't logged on in 10 years, or at least 5 years. Anyway, so yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, 6 p.m. next Saturdays and Sundays is when they drop. That's U.S. Central Time, Iowa time, which is midnight in UK, 0600 in Bangladesh, and noon the next day in New Zealand. So, all 4 corners of the earth, thanks for watching. Oh, I see that my... if it takes an hour, my party chat ends, and then the audio starts to go a little crazy. Okay, the audio should be better there. All right, folks, Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you then.